On April 27th of this year, Carlo will be canonized a saint. The Church is declaring him an exemplary model for us to follow.
Carlo loves spending time with God, and after his first communion, he tried to go to Mass every single day. He also loved helping his friends, fixing their computers, putting together websites for people, teaching catechism to children, and so much more. His whole life was spent in loving God and his neighbor.
The thing that is most attractive to me about him, about his life, is his love for Jesus in the Eucharist. It was a natural love. He was deeply in love with the Lord, even from a young age. You could see that in how he prepared for Holy Communion. He wanted that for his first Holy Communion. He wanted it to be a real special day. You could see because it just radiated out of him.
My favorite thing about Carlo is that even at a young age, he was so devoted to God and he used his technology to glorify him. He was also still a normal kid.
The best thing I like about Blessed Carlo is that he's the perfect saint for our times. The cross that our generation now has to bear with the 24-hour access to the internet, I think it's a beautiful witness. He's a beautiful witness to us and our families.
While he also enjoyed screen time, when he was 13 years old, Carlo limited his screen time to just 1 hour a week.
And the challenge is specifically around limiting yourself to 1 hour of screen time a week. So you could do 1 hour all in one day and then take the rest of the week off or parse it together throughout the week. But that's a great challenge for all of us, not just for students, but for our parents also, so that we can all participate in unison during this Lent.
While I missed having tons of screen time, it was fun to spend more time with my family and friends. We played lots of games and did other things that were super fun to do. I also spent more time with God in prayer, and it brought me closer to Him.
I was able to spend more time with my family. I know that family is more important than screen time. Because of the fast, I got to put it into practice.
It helped me because now I'm not on screens as much, and I get to spend more time outside with my family, and I know family is more important than screens.
Doing the Carlo fast helped me because it helped me getting off screens. This led more time for spending time with my family and praying with God and going outside to play outside. It might be hard, but you will have a lot more time during Lent to spend time with family and think about what Jesus did for us. When Easter comes, you will be glad you spent your time with Him.
You may not think that you could do it, but Jesus wants you to do it. And you may think that it's hard, but since Jesus wants you to do it, He can help you through the hardships.
Even if you think that it would be difficult to only have 1 hour of screen time per week, Blessed Carlo did it, and he was a kid like you and me. He limited things like video games so he could pray, and TV so he could spend time helping someone else.
Maybe you might think, I'm not sure I'm going to be capable of doing that. But I would maybe challenge you in this way. You know, when we exercise, say we lift weights or something, sometimes we do weights that we can barely do. We just get right to the limit. But that actually can be good for us as we're growing, right? And same here with this. We might push our limit a little bit, but we do it as a group together with the Lord, with Blessed Carlo, with our parish family, and that'll really help us grow spiritually.
I want to do it again because it made my heart clean for Jesus and it made a sacrifice like Jesus did for us.
The less time we're on a screen, the more time we can engage with each other through conversation or even board games, or going for a walk, playing outside. If you're a parent, reading a book, engaging with each other, maybe attending an extra mass or two, going to adoration, doing all sorts of other things that we can take our mind away from the screen, which is really designed to get us on the screen, and kind of fighting against that so that we can participate in other things to help us continue to our path to holiness.
I want to do it again because it helped me stay focused, have more time for family, and most importantly, grow in my faith. It helped me to be a better student, sister, and servant of God, and I want to increase that this year. I want to do it again this year because I feel like it brought me closer to Jesus last year, and even though it's something that I'm doing during Lent, I can still bring it on to my normal daily life.
We decided to follow the example of Blessed Carlo and sacrifice some of our screen time so that we could be in silence and hear what God has in store for our family.
I'm excited about doing the Blessed Carlo challenge because then I can spend more time with my family and friends, doing board games, practicing basketball, or playing outside with my friends.
I think this will help me be able to do some more of the other things that I like because I'll be more detached from screens.
The goal of any Lenten fast is to fast and be closer to God.
He became a saint because he always strived to give more and more of himself to Jesus. Why not follow in Carlo's footsteps? Why not give more of your time to Jesus this Lent?
Blessed Carlo Acutis,
Pray for us.